Oh, hi everyone. Good morning. It's me again, Laura, bringing you another Bedhead broadcast on Wednesday morning, this time from a fabulously beautiful vacation home in Muskoka on Lake of Bays. Just listen for a minute. Hear that? Morning silence. There's nothing like it. So, another inspirational, or I hope it is, message came to me this morning that I wanted to share with you. I got thinking back to the early days of my relationship with my ex-husband, who at the time, of course, was the love of my life. And he had this book that he loved, and he carted around with him kind of everywhere he went for a little while. And this saying, a quote from this book that he used to share with me all the time. And at the time, I'll admit, I wasn't quite ready to hear it, and so it sort of drove me bananas. But I stuck with them, and oddly enough, all these years after we have separated, it comes back to me over and over again. It's a saying that I have now, I referred last time we spoke to the words and the quotes and the inspirational notes and images that I post around my place. This one is one that now has a permanent place in my home to remind me. And the quote is as follows: "Be present to the truth of what is happening in the moment. Be present to the truth of what is happening in the moment." And I find myself coming back to it over and over and over again. And one of the reasons for that is that it reminds me to come back and be in the here and now. I'm a junkie. I'm a former addict. Well, once an addict, always an addict. We tend to just redirect our addiction into different activities and different, obsessions. So while it's no longer drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes, I certainly still have tendencies. And one of them is to relive the past over and over again. And the other that happens more frequently is to fantasize about the future. And of course, dreaming is a good thing, but missing the moment as it's happening as a result of constantly dreaming isn't such a great thing. And the other thing that happens when we're not present to the truth of what's happening in the moment, we sometimes railroad other people. We neglect to notice what someone else might need from us. There's all kinds of possibilities. So today my invitation to you is to, in any given moment, whether it's a moment that you're having an absolute meltdown and thinking that you can't handle it and you're totally overwhelmed, or it's a moment of extreme excitement, in which case, that might be a great thing, but sometimes there's an impact on the people around you, and it might not always be the greatest one. Maybe it is. The point is this: if you're present to the truth of what is actually happening in each and every moment, vigilant about staying in that state of awareness at all times, then you'll notice what is happening, as opposed to what story you might be making up in your head about what's happening or what's going to happen. And oftentimes it's those stories that derail us and get us off on a tangent and cause us to be in arguments and jump to radical conclusions, rather than just stopping and going, hey, what's really happening here? And how can I best respond to that? So that's my invitation to you today. If you're interested in reading the whole book, the book is called In the Lap of the Buddha. At the moment, the name of the author escapes me, but I hope that that little bit of wisdom will help you throughout the rest of today and evermore. And I wish you a fabulous Wednesday from here in Muskoka. Once again, just revel.